All right, welcome back, you Inglorious Bastards and Magnificent. It is I, Doc Camo, and we're back for another thought of the day. And today we're going to do something different. We're not really going to look at local news or things that are going on, the circus or whatnot. We've talked a lot of big game about bettering yourself and becoming a better man for, what's coming, to make sure you're prepared if it gets bad, going bad, and all that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some men issues, like men today are not the men of yesterday anymore, and we need to change that. We're going to talk about the importance of perseverance. We're going to talk about the fact that men are never, ever, ever going to be loved for anything more than they can provide. It's just the way of life. Only women and children are loved unconditionally, and you can argue there are occasions where women and children aren't even loved unconditionally. So it is what it is. You are only ever going to be loved and cared for by what you provide somebody. You're always providing somebody something. Nobody's loving you unconditionally, but we'll get back to that. And we're going to talk about the importance of just being a man, going for your purpose, doing the right thing. And I'm shutting my phone off. But anyways, let's get into this article, and let me shut my fucking phone ringing down, and we're going to get into this, and we're going to go right into the man's health right now. Okay. Here we go. So this is Forbes. Most of what we're going to go over is from Forbes today. So you're not the man your father was. You're not. According to a recent, so this article is old, but so like that the problem, because it hasn't been addressed, is most likely worse. So if you're not a man that needs this issue, good for you, but you should go check to see if you're this issue, because it's not something they generally monitor. But generation after generation, our male testosterone levels have been falling since here it says the 80s, but we'll get into that. And it's we're becoming sterile. According to a report recent from JAMA, testosterone therapy among American men is on the rise. From 2010 to 2013, prescriptions more than doubled, which researchers partially attribute to ubiquitous drug marketing campaigns urging older men to boost lower T levels. The swell of interest reflects a genuine physiological shift across the population. Men today have less testosterone compared to the men of the same age a generation ago. Asking why, this trend still continues today. Asking why requires untangling complex web of social, environmental, and behavioral factors that are dismantling age-old ideas about masculinity and triggering real anxiety over changing gender roles. Women's birth control doesn't filter out of the pee; it goes into the water, and that gets into men. That helps with we put estrogen in dairy cows to increase milk production. That helps lower men's testosterone levels. Some of the foods we're eating are bad for our testosterone levels. We're not as active in exercising much, which is also bad for our testosterone levels. And we need to adjust fire and unfuck that. Studies, men need to become men again. Studies show that men's testosterone levels have been declining for decades. The most prominent 2000 study at decades, a journal, and nobody's been talking about it. Nobody even thinks it's a problem. They just, these are the new normal numbers. These are the new normal numbers. No, it's not fucking normal. It's a problem. The most prominent study in Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism revealed a substantial drop in U.S. men's testosterone levels since the 1980s, with average levels declining about 1% per year. This means, for example, a 6-year-old man in 2004 had testosterone levels 70% lower than those of a 60-year-old man in 1987. Another study of Danish men produced similar findings, with double digits declining among men born in the 1960s compared to those born in the 1920s. This is happening all over the Western world. There may be a war on men going on, if you believe that stuff or not. I know that's one of the most popularly held beliefs, but you can't control what society pushes on you. All you can control is how you react to it, and you got to become the better you can be. Like, this is your health. Like, go get your testosterone checked, and then this. You'll thank me for it. You'll exercise quicker. You'll lose fat better. You'll have more energy. You'll feel healthier. But it'll change your world. The challenges to men's health don't end there. Rates on certain reproductive disorders like testicular cancer have risen over time, while multiple European studies have found that the sperm counts are sinking. These trends coincide with the decline of musculoskeletal strength among young men in a 2016 study. See, all of these things react to each other. If we don't have the right testosterone levels, our bodies are not going to function correctly. It is the primary male hormone. This average 20 to 34-year-old man could apply 98 pounds of force with the right hand grip, down from 117 pounds by a man of the same age in 1985. Though grip strength isn't necessarily a proxy for overall fitness, it is a strong predictor of future mortality. What's behind all of the downward trends? The answer is complicated. The decline in testosterone levels is almost certainly linked to higher rates of obesity, which suppresses testosterone, and many linked to lower rates of smoking in men, since nicotine is a potent aromastase inhibitor. The 2000 study, however, the age-matched declines persisted over controlling for those variables. Many observers put more weight on increased exposure to environmental toxins such as pesticides, parabens, and chemical common in household products like pelletides and Barthol A. So, it's a whole amalgamation of a bunch of different things that are threatening your health because it's lowering your T levels. And you should take my advice and go talk to your doctor. Only your doctor can tell you if you have this problem, but most of us do. Also playing a role, long-term shifts in the way we work and live. Young men are far less likely to hold jobs in manual labor, so they don't have to be physically strong in previous generations. Meanwhile, certain forces of close relationships, such as marriage, fatherhood, and increased time spent with children, are casually linked to lower testosterone levels. Yet here again, the evidence is muddled. On the one hand, Gen X and millennial men are marrying later and having fewer kids. On the other hand, young men today are more likely to live with other people, which may promote pro-social hormones like oxytocin that are natural antagonists to testosterone, and those who are fathers are spending more time with their children. I guess that's true. I mean, there's all sorts of that goes into that. We're going to continue here for a little bit. One reason why it is hard to pinpoint what is driving the declines is the sheer number of factors that could be in play. Yes, like I said, it's amalgamation. To account for low test researchers have cited other lifestyle trends. So it doesn't. There's a whole bunch of things that could be the reason why your testosterone, you could be in that lower testosterone bracket, and you got to go to your doctor and get your testosterone level lowered so you can see what the levels are at, and you can look up what the levels are supposed to be, and you can create a plan to attack that. You can sit down, you can figure out what factors are at play, and you can slowly eliminate those until you have a nice healthy T level, and you're living the best. You're living as the best version of you can ever live. I'm just saying.